Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. So my friends over at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today I'm going to show you how to do a bind off but with a stretch. So last time we did a bind off like normal, and the problem is that there's absolutely no stretch at the end of this. When you look at the very beginning, do you see the difference? Very stretchy, no stretch, and you see it wants to pull in. So what I'm going to show you at this moment is that we're going to put in a chain one in between all of it. So let's begin to do this, and what we have to do in step number one is that we take the tops and we move them over to the bottom. So just take it up and push it over, and you're gonna do that all the way down the loom. So please do that now and meet me back here in just a moment. The next step that we're about to do is that we're going to take all the bottoms and throw them up over the top, capturing the last loop on the top of the peg. So do that all the way across your loom and meet me back here in just a moment. So I've now knit all of them. Now we're going to do the bind off but with a slight twist to it so that we have a stretch. Right where we're sitting right now, I want you to take this yarn and I want you to E-wrap this next one. So E-wrap the next. Before we were U-wrapping, so we're gonna E-wrap the next one here, and we're going to take the bottom over the top. Now we're going to take this one here and put it over top of the first one. Then we're going to take the bottom of that one and go up over the top, and here is the major difference, is that we are going to E-wrap that one. So you gotta make sure that it crosses over like that, and then you go. So that's kind of an extra loop that's been provided that will be your stretch. So then you're going to pick that up and move it to the other one. So let's go through the process again. So E-wrap the next one and you're going to knit it. Take that one and put it over top of the first one. Then take the bottom of that one and go up over top, and before you continue, provide that extra E-wrap in like that, and then move that loop to the next one. So I'll show you one more time. So E-wrap in, move over, up over the top, and move back. And you're going to do that all the way down your loom. So I'll leave that with you and I'll be right back in a moment. So when you get to your last two, you are going to E-wrap the last one and then move it on over, and then pull over, and then that's it. So you don't want to E-wrap that and add that extra change because it will be noticeable. So what you're just going to do then is just trim your yarn long enough so that you can get that into a tapestry needle, and when you pull that up, just pull it so that you can get that loop into your hands, and you can feed the rest of that strand through that loop to close it like that. And so you can see that the difference is really quite significant, that you have the stretch, so it's no longer pulling the one side versus the other, so it's awesome. So all you're just gonna do at this moment is just turn it over and put it through to the back. And I highly recommend that because I was doing loom knitting back in 2009 and 10, and honestly that binding off was always ruining my project because it was always so tight. So this is a nice stretchy way of doing it. So you're gonna go one direction and back in the other, and then finally back in the other a third time, and just stay on the back side so you don't ruin the front side of your work. Okay, and that's what you can do, and that's kind of a stretchy bind off in that sense, and so therefore it looks awesome. So that's it for now, and it's Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Crowd. We'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.